little brother, get your feet in. But tap in with your peoples, make sure they doing decent. Show me how to readjust some ways that I've been thinking. Been trying to protect what I've been building, been on defense. Celebrating our friends, and we gon' up there when we touch down. BYOD, shout out to my homies working sundown. I should call my sister for some custom gold fronts now. Soul already shining, need no diamond roll it bust down. No matter how far, I can't forget the opposition. If you ain't been running front and side, you seen this competition. Wisdom telling me better slow down, my heart and mind conflict. I'm patient, ain't no free pass, and I'm paid a lot for my position. Gonna get it. Ball in my core, high step, it's a layup. My life like a movie, just keep moving, it's a trailer. Chefing in my kitchen, got me tryna get my cake up. I thank God for all this coming to me, not straight up. Ball in my core, high step, it's a layup. My life like a movie, just keep moving, it's a trailer. Chefing in my kitchen, got me tryna get my cake up. I thank God for all this coming to me. Like loving new friends, ready to be outside with my kin. Big glow on my chain on like I'm sitting on some M's. Be careful, you too loud with it, they get you for your wins. And all that flex around for none, now you sitting down on some bricks. Big leagues, running down no loss, so I'm step up to the big leagues. Been here home runs, but I too loyal, I can't switch teams. Running out for them trophies, but I face all in that big screen. That fame hit street fast, whistle quicker than that 10 speed. I can't let my soul put trust in diamonds and gold, but ones ain't gon' let you fall onto no trap. I stay motive, see them hovering over your shoulder. Hit a lick while you gone, I'm keeping all enemies closer. Yeah, I've been ready on 10 toes. Don't ball in my court, high step, it's a layup. My life like a movie, just keep moving, it's a trailer. Chefing in my kitchen, got me tryna get my cake up. I thank God for all this coming to me, not straight up. Ball in my court, high step, it's a layup. My life like a movie, just keep moving, it's a trailer. Chefing in my kitchen, got me tryna get my cake up. I thank God for all this coming to me, not straight up.
Sandusky returns home after the holiday weekend, seeking a second win in 3 tries as they'll welcome in the Crimson Flashes of Willard, who make their season debut tonight in our Tuesday evening girls basketball showcase right here at the mountaintop. Taking over your eyeballs and your eardrums live and free. Next.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Hi, I'm Dr. Chris Ebert. This is my son, Dr. Cam Ebert. We are Ebert Dental Group in Willard, Ohio.
Here at Ebert Dental Group, we offer a wide variety of services. Restorative dentistry, dental implants, root canal therapy, Invisalign, teeth whitening, cosmetic dentistry, denturals and partial dentures, Botox, and much, much more.
We're currently accepting new patients, and we would love to see you here at Ebert Dental Group.
Schaefer Danoff Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Willard has the no-hassle environment you want and the selection you need. Whether you are looking for a new or pre-owned, Schaefer Danoff is the easiest place to buy a vehicle from start to finish. It truly will be the easiest car buying experience of your life. Schaefer Danoff is a family-owned dealership that still does things the old-fashioned way, with old-fashioned values. Serving the area since 1964. View all their inventory at SchaeferDanhoff.com.
I am Brian Skowronski coming at you live from the mountaintop where Upper Sandusky and Willard are about to clash on the hardwood in a very exciting early season girls basketball showdown. Let's tell you about these Lady Flashes who will be making their season debut tonight under first-year head coach Alana Bedingfield. 11 wins for this team last season, scoring fewer points than their opponent last year. They graduated All-Ohioan Cy Savancic, but returned plenty of talent. You love what you see from Reese Bedingfield, Caitlin Weaver, Cameron Weirs out here, just to name a few. This is a team that's got a lot of size and expected to be very competitive in the Sandusky Bay Conference. Our player spotlight tonight, Makinley Schaffer. Over 7 points per contest, nabbing more than 6 rebounds. She was the second leading scorer a season ago, and she's the only senior on the roster this year, so you know they're going to be looking to her down in the post, out on the perimeter. She's a guard-wing combo. She's going to be all over the place tonight. Looking forward to seeing her compete and what she can bring to the equation as not just a top player, but a leader. For the Lady Rams, who started the season with a nice lopsided win here at home against Van Buren, really struggled on Saturday at Shelby to put the ball in the hoop. So they're 1-1 so far. Grace Walton, she balled out, though, to start off the season, 25 points against those Black Knights. And you look, just 32 points per game after being limited in that Shelby contest. They'll have to pick up the scoring tonight. Addy Newman might be the young lady who does it for him. She's a pure shooter. She moves well without the ball. Needs to continue to develop off the dribble, but she is deadly from long range. As we are into the action now. The tip won by Upper Sandusky. And here is Newman with the basketball. Different starter, Madison Hart, earning the nod tonight over Hope Morris. As Walton dives into the lane. Bit of an air ball, but Ellie Ham bells her out. Throws it away, though. And it'll be a turnover and a missed shot here on the opening possession for the Lady Rams, who look like they're going to turn up the heat here defensively right away, and it's a turnover. First possession of the season for the Lady Flashes. No bueno there as Finn Scully dives into the lane. Almost a tie up there from Cameron Weirs. And now Walton off the drive. Got her shot blocked by Reese Bedingfield. 5'11" sophomore utilizing that great length. Go Gadget Arms. And our first big play of the night, a defensive play from the stud sophomore who had an awesome freshman season, leading rebounder for the Crimson Flashes as just a 9th grader. Reach-in foul, though, here on Reese on the perimeter. As she looks over to her head coach and mother for some reassurance. Head coaching debut for Alana Bedingfield tonight. And I talked to her husband, Joe, who's the head coach of the boys varsity team, asked how she was mood-wise today, if she was nervous or, if she was energetic. He said, just try to kind of steer clear, let her do her own thing. Didn't want to put too much pressure on her. Traveling violation. Take a second look on our Ebert Dental Group replay. It was a nice, strong drive, but Bedingfield, excellent job of just walling up, not leaving her feet. And the collision leads to a turnover there for the Lady Rams. So we're still scoreless over a minute in as that one clangs off the backboard from Reese. Off the long rebound, here comes Finn Scully. Skip pass, Walton the hesitation, sets up Newman. And she's off the front iron. Chased down, though, by Ellie Ham. So new life here for the upper offense. Willard sitting in a man-to-man. Turn to the inside. Walton switches to the left. Scoop. A little bit too strong, and the rebound secured there by Leah Weiss. Very young roster for the Flashes. Weiss, a freshman, but great length. 6 feet. Lots of size out here for the Flashes. And that's going to be one of my keys to victory. We'll talk about that at the next dead ball. Bedingfield. Little head and shoulder fake. Now brings it back up top. As Willard works it around the outside. Trying to get the ball to Schaffer. And again, a tough one off the backboard. Rebound out to Walton. Grace barking out some orders. Trying to get her Lady Rams in a half-court set. Newman nearly walked with it. Now goes baseline, and that pass off target, left hand out of bounds. So Upper Sandusky turns it over again. Their third already. As we are still sitting on a goose egg, both scoring columns right now. Do make sure that you drop me some comments throughout the course of the night on our Facebook and main YouTube feed. We'll bring them up at timeouts. Dive into the fan zone. As the lefty lines it up, and she splashes it home. First points of the night belong to Reese Bedingfield. More than 7 per contest, as mentioned, as a freshman. And you would expect that number probably to climb up into double figures this year. Total package. Newman forced to pick up her bounce. Now finds Cundiff, who just checked in. Now hard on the block. I think kind of in between. Wasn't sure if she wanted to go to Walton or to Brandon. It's going to force a timeout from Jerry Vence. First timeout of the night. So with that, let's dive into my keys to the game. We'll begin with Willard tonight. And for the Lady Flashes, I just feel like they got to close out on both Walton and Newman. 2 fantastic shooters, and their best asset probably is that great size. They got it at just about every position. They've got the advantage against an undersized Upper Sandusky team, so you got to exploit that. For the Lady Rams to be victorious tonight, Don't let the Flashes get some easy money off of your turnovers. You got to handle the basketball. So far, not going so well there. 3 giveaways, and you got to capitalize when quality scoring options are available. Something that they're not off to a great start to here, as we're just about at the midway point here of quarter number 1. Third game already for the Lady Rams. Willard making their season debut as Walton step back 3, no answer. But another offensive rebound, and we got some free throws on the way here for Hope Morris. Foul's going to go on Leo Weiss. And she looked like she got a decent chunk of the basketball, maybe caught her with the body. As that one hops out for Morris. Second delivery for Hope comes up short. And the rebound caroms out a long one here to Weaver. Getting the Flashes into their half-court offense. Schaffer turn around over the left shoulder. Too hard off the square. So here comes Walton racing to the other end. Walton really held in check in their second game on the road at Shelby after exploding for 25 points, 5 trifectas on opening night as Newman. She's been cold first couple of games so far. After leading the Northern 10 in three-point shooting percentage a season ago, over 40%. And a loose ball foul here is going to favor Upper Sandusky. This will be assessed to Cameron Weirs. Another one of those lanky underclassmen. So with her, Bedingfield, and then Leah Weiss, we're talking 3 players standing at 5'11" or taller that are sophomores and freshmen. Then you got the senior Makinley Schaffer in the mix. This could be one of the lankier lineups that we have in all of North Central Ohio. Couple of down screens, some backside actions, trying to open some things up for Morris. As Walton goes backdoor, Hope lost the bounce, able to recollect. Hands off here to Grace. She's got such great acceleration. See if she can bail him out here. Instead, it's going to be Newman off the drive. Flashes defending very well here in the early portion, using their feet, not reaching in and picking up unnecessary fouls. Off the kick out, quick trigger, air ball there from Cundiff. As Upper shooting just about as icy as the weather outside. But that one slips through the fingertips of Weirs and out of bounds. So Upper Sandusky catches a break. As you see there on the Ebert Dental Group replay. Second turnover for the Flashes. 3 so far for Upper. Schaffer's going to take a seat for the first time tonight. See if the Lady Rams can get Grace Walton going. Willard just sitting down on the perimeter, forcing Upper to try to make a play off of the dribble. Newman now to the middle, turns back to the right, steps through, just a little short with the left hand. As Kaylee Barnett, who just checked in, playing some solid D. Here she is down on the block for the second field goal of the night. It's 5-zip. Lady Flashes out in front. Walton off of the hand up. Just has not been able to really attack any seams here of late. Newman off the hesitation, step through, and man, Upper just cannot buy a bucket. They've been solid on the offensive glass though. Walton finally splashes one home with 52 seconds to go. Big shot from Grace Walton to trim it down to just a 2-point game. And a careless reach in will be assessed here against Grace. First team foul, though, against the Lady Rams. And Walton can't tell if the frustrations because she thought she got a good chunk of the leather on that one. Nearly a turnover caused there by Hope Morris. Now working hard down on the block. Second time they've got the feed. Bettingfield cannot finish. Boy, great look. Solid setup. And back the other way. A couple of free throws coming up. They'll belong to Brooke Finscully, 5'7" junior. Opportunity to tie up this game. Amazing. Lady Rams are in this position despite sitting on a goose egg until the 52-second mark here of this opening frame. Brooke with the swish on the first. Second one, though, rims out. Bettingfield going to push off the board. Double team comes down on the block. It's forced up and one opportunity coming. Kaylee Barnett showcasing a little bit of strength and some nice touch finishing ability. Nice entry pass by Bettingfield, and old Deuce decided all the way she was just going to turn over her left shoulder, go strong to the hoop, and it pays off.
Addy Newman rejoins the Upper Sandusky lineup.
Newman checking back in for Upper. We'll also see Schaffer giving Bettingfield a quick break here. Free throw off target, race for possession, last touch by Willard. 8.6 ticks is what Walton and company are gonna have to work with here as Grace catches. Coming left side. She's gonna get picked up. They gotta put it up, and good if it goes, but it's off of the glass, and 7-4 is your count as we head off to quarter number 2.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Schaefer Danoff Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Willard has the no-hassle environment you want and the selection you need. Whether you are looking for a new or pre-owned, Schaefer Danoff is the easiest place to buy a vehicle from start to finish. It truly will be the easiest car buying experience of your life. Schaefer Danoff is a family-owned dealership that still does things the old-fashioned way, with old-fashioned values. Serving the area since 1964. View all their inventory at SchaeferDanhoff.com.
Opening seconds of quarter number 2 here from the mountaintop. It's Willard with a 7-4 cushion at Upper Sandusky. And an offensive foul assessed here to Kaylee Barnett on the first drive for the Crimson Flashes. I am Brian Skowronski here on the call with you guys from Upper. I want to say what's up to everybody out there watching live and free on our main YouTube as well as our Facebook page. I will jump into the comments section at the next time out. See what you rowdy kids are up to out there. to always enjoy knowing where you guys are watching from. So if you're out of state, definitely hit us with a comment, or just anywhere in the great Buckeye State as well. Deep corner tray for Walton, and she delivers. 6 points now for Grace. We're all even at 7 apiece. And the pressure going to be put on here by Upper. Though easily broken by Willard, no problem. As it's knocked away by Ham, trying to feed it inside the bar net. Dalen Funk looking to trigger. And she'll get it to Barnett inside, off the bottom of the backboard, right into the hands of Addy Newman. Skip pass here for Addy, left all alone, and just cannot seem to find the range so far. GPS just a little out of sync for Addy for her first couple of games. Early on in the season, though, she definitely got cooking late in the campaign last year. So the score remains 7-7 on our Chris Daris, Edward Jones / Wilson Tire scoreboard. Big ups to both of those companies coming together for sponsoring the entire season. All 22 home games for the boys and girls. OH Report going to be in the building, bringing you guys live and free action. Looks like they're trying to get Newman open, and they will yet again. Her feet a little off balance. A couple of hops off the rim, and tipped out of bounds here off the flashes. So Upper Sandusky, who's very much outsized in this one, actually owns a 9-8 rebound advantage at this point in the contest. And they've had second chances and looks. Just have not come up with any second chance points just yet. Ham, give and go with Newman, steps through, and a traveling violation against Addy. Looks like the Rams are going to continue to set up in this. Looks like a 1-2-2 full court press and drop back into man-to-man. And this feels like one of the areas of the game that Upper Sandusky would have an advantage. And you see it right there. Got superior quickness. Oh, what a feed inside by Grace, the no look. And Newman now chased off the three-point stripe. Chased down by Ham. So Walton sizing up her defender. See if Schaffer can stick with her. That's Weirs, rather. Finn Scully now dashes through the lane, and it's tipped away. Here's Schaffer, spin move, left hand, and it counts. Makinley Schaffer, her first points of the season. And causing a turnover down in the corner, so the senior making things happen at both ends. Sixth Lady Ram turnover. And that was a killer for him on Saturday on the road at Shelby, where they got more than doubled up in that contest. Just the pressure mounted. Newman, though, she's got a couple of thefts already, but her shot impacted at the other end. Weiss got a piece of it. But they give it right back, so Willard having their own problem with the giveaways. And I know it's the holiday season, but not yet Christmas. But the block party on down at this end. Second one here in as many possessions for Weiss. But it leads to Bree Cundiff. Nothing but net. First lead of the night for the Lady Rams. And Willard starting to get sloppy at the other end. Third straight turnover for the Crimson Flashes. And a pretty shot there. Timeout taken by Coach Bedingfield. So we'll see what's going on out there in the chat sessions with you guys. As you see the points this quarter, heavily in favor of the Lady Rams, 6-2. And I see we've got Robert out there tuning in. Says, go Rams, swish it up. Grace cheering on Madison Hart. Wendy Daniel enjoying her Lady Flashes tonight, as is Doris Messner. And Sarah Weinert says, let's go Rams, with a series of heart emojis. Hello to all of you, and make your voice heard out there in the chat section tonight. Definitely read them every time out. And my producer looks like he's getting the fan zone popping off now, so if you want to be a part of that, get in on the game. Walton, who's the leading scorer for Upper Sandusky, second top scorer on the squad a season ago as just a sophomore, trying to set up her teammate this time, but Fox comes up short and now reaching as Bedingfield chased down the loose ball. Team foul number 1 and the first assessed here to Bailey Fox, the lone senior on the roster for Upper Sandusky. So both of these teams in the same boat, just one 12th grader and a lot of youngsters. There's one right there, Weirs misfiring as she got in tight. There's now a chance for Upper to extend their lead, a little shake and bake by Grace. And a travel, you could tell she saw hope on the back cut, but defended well.
Madison Hart re-enters for the Lady Rams, replacing Ellie Ham.
Madison Hart getting a lot of minutes here early as she replaces Ellie Ham. Lady Rams going to stick with that full court man-to-man. Great catch in traffic, and Schaffer drops it in. Makinley Schaffer, top returning scorer from a season ago, 7.6 points per game, more than 6 rebounds as well. And not sure what happened there. Looks like the referee, yeah, it definitely looked like there was a piece of that caught by Leah Weiss. Much to the chagrin, though, of Willard faithful here in the building. But the Ebert Dental Group replay tells the story. Walton on the back door, looking to direct traffic. They leave her alone, can't do that. Third trifecta of the night for Walton. A part of her game that she said that she's really worked on in the offseason, and it has shown. How about this rip? Fox takes it in and fouled on her way to the bucket. I think it's going to be on the floor here against Weaver. So, great foul, really, by the junior Caitlin Weaver, as it's not a shooting foul, and Upper Sandusky is going to have to earn this. It's Caitlin's second foul, though, as she gets spelled out. And now Morris to the cup, scoop shot, too hard off the square, jump ball. And it favors the Lady Rams.
Addy Newman re-enters, replacing
Newman back into the mix. Hope Morris takes a seat for Coach Jerry Vent's squad. Jerry's done such a fantastic job with this program over the last several seasons. Incremental steps. And again, they're young, but they turn it over here. Back in 2020, rough year for them. Much better the following season, and then last year, N10 runners-up. Walton read that one all the way. Not a great entry pass as it's picked off. Now Grace with the left hand backside, and what a dish, a dime for Madison Hart. Grace Walton. I mean, she's got the full bag of tricks. You know what happened before that shot. Just all Grace doing her thing.
in for Upper Sandusky is Ellie
And that's what you got to do with some of these younger players like a sophomore in Madison Hart. Get them some easy ones, particularly easy in the early in the contest, I should say. And it allows your confidence to just swell and swell throughout the course of the night. That's what great point guards do, and Grace Walton certainly one of those as Bedingfield picks up her second foul. And we'll see if she stays out on the floor. She will indeed, as Amelia Tallman comes in and is going to give Schaffer a quick breather. As we're just under 2 minutes to go here, opening half from the mountaintop. Upper Sandusky, such a slow start, but thanks to this young lady, they have dug themselves out of an early hole. Walton leads all scorers with 9, couldn't cash in with that one. And so Willard a chance to make this just a one-score game. Baseline drive and a foul. And the freshman Tallman, chance to get her first career varsity points.
Fellas are on for Sandusky number 15, Ellie Ham. Amelia Tallman is at the line shooting 2 for the Lady Flashes.
And the first free throw of her young career finds its way through the funnel.
Flashes is Kaylee Barnett in for Bedingfield.
Bedingfield checks out with 96 seconds. Probably a smart move with her. You see she's a great talent, and 2 games going live tonight over on YouTube Channel 4 and also on our Facebook. We have got Lexington at Loudonville. Excellent early season matchup just like we have right here. Here's Walton. Almost able to complete that one. Offensive rebound, and now a third opportunity as Hart collects her own miss, but she gets tied up, and it's going to be Willard ball. And Madison Hart, those are ones that you look back on, and you got to take the easy money when it's available. Grab those receipts when you're at point blank range. Skip pass and not a good one. Walton like a safety watching traffic, switch and bottoms up again. Her 4-3 of this opening half. Grace Walton. So good. Back up to a 5-point lead. The lob over the top, Hart. Too much length. Walton sends it ahead for Finn Scully. Tough catch back on the perimeter. Looked like a bit of indecision too for Grace, whether she should try to collect it, just let it sail out of bounds. You'd love to see Brooks shoot that too down on the block. Gorgeous entry pass. As the Lady Rams have owned this second, 14-6. They have outscored Willard here in the frame. And this is going to be more free throws here for Kaylee Barnett. As Ellie Ham picks up the personal. Just 3 fouls on both sides here in the second quarter. And remember, 1-and-1 no longer exists. They reset the fouls every single quarter, just like the NBA. All 2 shots after 5 are picked up in the frame. So neither team going to end up in the bonus here, as it's 0 for 2, and Hart with the rebound. Lady Rams with a chance to hold for the final shot here, and that's the prerogative of head coach Jerry Vent. Newman out of the corner, through Hart, down to 5 seconds. Addy turns, tough shot over a double team and bailed out. You're going to call well, actually, it's going to go on Amelia Tallman with the weak side defensive help. And Newman, who was a sensational free throw shooter a season ago, will have a chance for one more. Morris back into the game, along with Bailey Fox here for the final 2 seconds for Upper Sandusky, as Newman misses them both. And that one off the front of the rim, taking us into the break. 18-13, low-scoring affair here at the Mountaintop. In the first game of the year for Willard Upper, looking for their second victory on the campaign. We'll take a quick commercial timeout. We will be back here at Upper with your halftime report. Stats analysis, we'll check in on the other game going on, and I'll try to get some other scores from around the area. You're watching live and free Girls High School Hoops on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Hi, I'm Dr. Chris Ebert. This is my son, Dr. Cam Ebert. We are Ebert Dental Group in Willard, Ohio.
Here at Ebert Dental Group, we offer a wide variety of services. Restorative dentistry, dental implants, root canal therapy, Invisalign, teeth whitening, cosmetic dentistry, denturals and partial dentures, Botox, and much, much more.
We're currently accepting new patients, and we would love to see you here at Ebert Dental Group.
Schaffer Danoff Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Willard has the no-hassle environment you want and the selection you need. Whether you are looking for a new or pre-owned, Schaffer Danoff is the easiest place to buy a vehicle from start to finish. It truly will be the easiest car buying experience of your life. Schaffer Danoff is a family-owned dealership that still does things the old-fashioned way, with old-fashioned values, serving the area since 1964. View all their inventory at SchaferDanhoff.com.
Haven-free girls high school hoops on a Tuesday night thanks to our very generous sponsors, including Schaffer Danoff Chrysler Jeep Dodge, the best selection of Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeeps servicing the Willard area. By Chris Daris, an Edward Jones financial advisor. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, grandchildren, or just trying to protect the financial future of the ones that you care about most, Chris can develop specific strategies to help you achieve your goals. Wilson Tire Company, who sells new and used tires and provide tire services to customers in Upper Sandusky and 2 other locations. Whichever one you visit, we'll prove that Wilson Tire Company is the best when it comes to tire and service alignment. Quest Federal Credit Union, a full-service financial institution ready to support you, your family, and your goals. Spherion Mid-Ohio, let them help you build the career you want or the awesome team you want because they build real relationships with you so that you can understand what you need and get it for you fast. Ebert Dental Group, general dentistry for all ages, now offering injections and fillers. And who doesn't need a little bit of Botox when you start getting up into my age category? And Sutton Bank. Earn the cash reward of your choice for doing simple activities, checking the pace. Casasa. And we'll be right back with you guys for our Spherion Mid-Ohio halftime report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Hi, I'm Dr. Chris Ebert. This is my son, Dr. Cam Ebert. We are Ebert Dental Group in Willard, Ohio.
Here at Ebert Dental Group, we offer a wide variety of services. Restorative dentistry, dental implants, root canal therapy, Invisalign, teeth whitening, cosmetic dentistry, dentures and partial dentures, Botox, and much, much more.
We're currently accepting new patients, and we would love to see you here at Ebert Dental Group.
Schaffer Danoff Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Willard has the no-hassle environment you want and the selection you need. Whether you are looking for a new or pre-owned, Schaffer Danoff is the easiest place to buy a vehicle from start to finish. It truly will be the easiest car buying experience of your life. Schaffer Danoff is a family-owned dealership that still does things the old-fashioned way, with old-fashioned values. Serving the area since 1964. View all their inventory at SchaferDanhoff.com.
Welcome inside the MidOhioJobs.net halftime show. Spherion Mid-Ohio, where they've got all the best jobs here in North Central Ohio. It's 18-13 at the break. Upper Sandusky did not score their first field goal until less than a minute remaining in the first quarter, but they responded well thanks to a big first half from Grace Walton. Let's check out the first half stats, of course brought to you by Spherion Mid-Ohio. And you see 4 two-point field goals and 1 3 by Willard. The big difference, of course, those 5 trifectas created by Upper Sandusky, 4 of them belonging to Grace Walton, accounting for all 12 of her points. And one area where Willard, you would think, would have a big advantage, all those lanky girls out there, the rebounding department, they actually behind 13-12 there. And Upper Sandusky was giving it away a lot early. They did a better job in the second quarter. Willard, I think they had 7 of their 11 turnovers in that second stanza, and it really cost them. Neither team really shooting it that well from the free throw line. See what our player spotlights are up to so far in this contest. And for Upper Sandusky, Addy Newman, no points, 0 from the field, and very similar to opening night here. She was getting some fantastic looks just like she did in the first half, just has not been able to connect yet. And then on the other side for Makinley Schaffer, she's got 2 points, just 1 foul. She's done a nice job, though, of being a bit of a leader out there at times and has showcased that she's got some nice soft hands, catching it in traffic on her way to the cup. Speaking of attacking the rim, that one just a bit too firm on the shot from Brick Finscully. And it's rebounded here by Schaffer, who pushes it down here into the offensive end. And his third quarter action already 45 seconds in. Willard looking for a bucket to try to make this a 1-possession game. Came out of the gates hot and really struggled in that second quarter as the defensive energy and effort for the Lady Rams, they turned it up to a new level. Lob into traffic and the quick hands, getting a piece there where the Lady Rams, would they leave an open shooter? And on the dash to the lane, the first points belong to the freshman, Leah Weiss. Her first varsity field goal of her career. Oh, Grace Walton, how can you give her that much space? Coach Bedingfield beside herself. Turned around in disgust. So Walton has just as many points as Willard does as an entire unit. 15 each. Grace really enjoying the home cooking, but Bedingfield, the smooth lefty, turning over the right shoulder, and she's able to put that in the bucket. Can anybody slow down Grace Walton, though, right now? Kid has found a zone. 3 ball on the way from Finscully, well off the mark, up and under, and that is a misfire there from Ellie Ham. Now Bedingfield hands off. Thought process about a deep 3 there from Weaver, and I think maybe Ham got a little piece of that ball. Definitely didn't look like the prettiest play. Couple scores of note for you guys at the half. Actually, a final score. Started this one early tonight. Cary knocks off New Regal 39-35. So they get a win, a Northern 10 contender, along with Upper Sandusky. Excuse me, Bucyrus on top of Crestline 22-5. That was in the second quarter. And then at the half, River Valley 24, North Union 18. So a few score nuggets from around the area for you guys. Flashes looking a little stagnant on offense here, but they'll set up Bedingfield. Pulls the trigger, and it's in and out. Morris hands off. Walton turns the corner. What a setup. Second such style assist tonight for Grace Walton. And it's a big Holiday Ham on the receiving end. Largest lead of the night now for Upper Sandusky. And you got to credit Coach Vent for making some adjustments. Offense for them looked like a challenge early on in the contest, and they've been able to take advantage here of late as Walton. That's her first 2-point field goal or a score of any kind outside of the land of three. She's got 17. Bedingfield starting to find a groove of her own, and pedestrious shot there as she switched it to the right hand and just would not fall through. Touched just about every inch of the rim, but not through the net. Second foul assessed to Ellie Ham, and Bedingfield showcasing a nice stroke. And she's got a team high 6 points now to lead Willard.
And Madison Hart replaces Ham for Upper Sandusky. Bedingfield has 1 shot remaining.
And Reese basically right on her scoring average now as a freshman, put up 7.4 points per game. Got that here midway through the third. Opening night for the Crimson Flashes for their season. Did not play last week. Series of moves, but nobody bit as Newman came flying down the lane, and she'll have a chance to get her first points of the night.
Number 22, Kaylee Barnett. Addy Newman is at the line.
Solid job that time by Addy of recognizing that Madison needed a target. Crashing through the lane, and she is on the board.
Replacing Danoff. 1 shot.
Newman now 1 for 3 on the night from the charity stripe. And goes 2 for 2 on this trip. Much a better looking stroke there than we saw earlier in the contest when she missed both opportunities. Flashes have been very shaky with the basketball, getting it across the timeline. When they have, they found some clean looks. Coach Jerry Vent sure feels like this was last touched by Willard. But the Flashes will be the beneficiary. Off the drive, tough shot. And not very close there for Funk. Lady Rams with a chance to add to their 8-point lead. Push off against Bedingfield. And it'll be her third of the night. Correction. This one's going to go against Caitlin Weaver. I missaw that one. Now they'll bring Walton off the down screen. She's played the full allotment of minutes so far tonight. Walton, an excellent conditioned athlete. Here she is again. Off the screen, barking out orders, trying to direct some traffic. Newman, sick crossover. Sets up Walton wide open in front of the student section. Forget about it. Grace up to 20 points now. Willard can't bet it back at the other end. Bedingfield crashing the glass. We'll have a chance for 2. But we got to see that last shot, though. Grace Walton, so far tonight, by my count, I think she is 6 of 8 from long range. Absolutely absurd. That's like a Steph Curry, Klay Thompson type of zone. Off the back iron, and almost went out of bounds, but Finskola able to squeeze it just a moment before. Now here comes Brooke off the drive, sets up Hart. Up and under fake. Solid footwork there for Madison. You can tell she's got the skill set, just has to start growing a little bit here at the varsity level. She's getting more and more playing time. Very physical defender down low. And I think she's going to pick up the foul here. Putting a little bit too much back there into Kaylee Barnett. Solid battle, though. Bailey Fox checks in. Newman over to the bench for Upper Sandusky, who's got a 10-point cushion right now. Their biggest of the contest. Willard's got some work to do, as they've been outscored by 5 here in the third. Bedingfield has definitely been a shining star. Coach's kid starting to feel it now. She's the first Crimson Flash in a double figures. And she's got another rebound, pushing ahead. Barnett able to collect it. She's got a size advantage inside. Lady Rams didn't love the call, as it puts Kaylee on the line. And it's called on Cundiff there. Got the hands not completely straight up, just a little over the top. As you saw Barnett bringing it in the lane, kind of like a fullback, just bruising into the painted section. She goes 0 for 2 though, catches a friendly hop. Great pass inside, Bedingfield taking over. Reese Bedingfield now with a dozen. Most of those coming in the second half as the lane opens up, but Reese from the weak side. Return to sender. No postage on that last shot. Offensive foul. This will go against Weirs. Walton really sold that one, and a little bit of an extension of the arm though from Cam. Upper Sandusky checking the clock, 40 ticks remaining. Looked like they were going to set this thing on cruise control and ride out to maybe a lopsided win, but all of a sudden, Reese Bedingfield getting hot. Just a 6-point game, but Newman, chance to extend the cushion for the Lady Rams as she'll head to the free throw line. Fresh off of making a pair on her last trip. And the junior sharpshooter short on this one. Finn Scully in, and Grace Walton actually going to get a quick breather. So she'll get a rest for 28 whole seconds as Newman splits the pair. She's 3 for 6 on the night from the free throw line. And the Rams starting to get aggressive here defensively. About 8 on the 10-second count before Willard gets it across the timeline. What a look! And the freshman Tallman gets the bucket, almost a theft. But it caroms into the hands of Cundiff, who's in no man's land now in the circle. And she throws it away. It's good if it goes, but it's too hard off the square. And we head to money time with a game on our hands, folks. Willard has trimmed it down to just a 5-point contest as we drift off into the fourth quarter.
Hi, I'm Dr. Chris Ebert. This is my son, Dr. Cam Ebert. We are Ebert Dental Group in Willard, Ohio.
Here at Ebert Dental Group, we offer a wide variety of services. Restorative dentistry, dental implants, root canal therapy, Invisalign, teeth whitening, cosmetic dentistry, dentures and partial dentures, Botox, and much, much more.
We're currently accepting new patients, and we would love to see you here at Ebert Dental Group.
We welcome you into Money Time here from the mountaintop. Willard and Upper Sandusky battling right now. Upper on top, 31-26. Crimson Flashes, though, have had the run of play here of late. And Bedingfield with her third block of the night coming from the weak side. Putting on a display, but we'll get a timeout on the floor here. A full timeout taken by Upper. Give me an opportunity to check in with you folks out there in the cheering section on Facebook and YouTube. Not much of a chat going on there on YouTube, so we'll head over to Facebook where we see last year's leading scorer, Cadence Isles, checking in, says, "Go Rams. Me and Valoria love you and miss you." Heartfelt message right there. Joshua Banks says, "Bucket Grace Walton feeling it again tonight. She is a bucket." Allen Kids says, "The NBA, Will Allen." I have to read deeper into that one. Robert says, "Go Rams. Swish it up. Go Madison Hart" from Grace. "Go Lady Flashes" from Wendy. "Go Lady Rams" says Doris. Sarah says, "Let's go Rams." And then there was me at the beginning of the contest letting you guys know to shoot me some comments. Get me entertained out there when I jump over into the Facebook comments. So you guys are doing a great job. Thank you very much. Speaking of doing a great job, Coach Bell honored before the contest tonight. Legendary coach here. I think was coached Lady Rams for over 30 years, something like that. Over 500 wins on her resume. State Coach of the Year 3 times, including leading Upper as to the state championship game in the 95-96 season. So that was pretty cool to see her come out and be honored. And she, of course, Coach Bell in the building tonight, taking in the contest. And watching our Lady Rams give it away there out of the TO. So it's always a frustrating thing for a coach. 13th turnover of the night for Upper. Only 4 of those coming in the second half, though. Walton sneaking around Bedingfield, giving up about half a foot, maybe actually more. Grace said they lied last year on the program. She's listed at 5'2" properly this year. Bedingfield's more like 6 feet tall. Barnett with the fake down low. Now looking to take it in. Walton comes over on the double team. Skip pass. Open shooter. Nothing but net for Funk. 1 possession game. Can Upper find an answer with Walton? Scoop. There it is. A little drizzle of chocolate sauce on top of that one for Grace Walton. Bedingfield has been having it going on, but Grace with the thefts, the look ahead, easy money for Finn Scully, who grabs a receipt on her way out. Good for 2. Her first field goal of the night, and it pushes Lady Rams' advantage back up to 7. And the Flashes here in the half court, basically, when they've had their success of late, they've just been giving it to Bedingfield and getting out of the way. Solid setup. Barnett with the follow. Kaylee having a solid offensive night. She's got a half dozen. Foul on the floor here, chasing after the loose ball, and it goes against Kaylee. See, the double team came over for Walton and took a friendly hop right into the hands of Ham, who's fouled on the floor. First team foul against either unit here in this final quarter. As Walton tries to come up top, and 2 fouls in a second against Barnett. That'll be her second and third personal fouls. This Lady Rams team, I mean, there's a lot of backside screen action. So as a defensive unit, you're just consistently trying to battle through, as that one comes up well short on the 3 attempt for Hart. Lady Rams been crushing it, though, on the offensive rebounding game. Hart with a nice fake. Whoa! Totally took Barnett out of the equation. Smooth operator down on the block, Miss Madison Hart. Barnett trying to return the favor at the other end. Wheeling, not dealing though. As she got poked in the eye, she's slow to get back on defense. It's a 5-on-4 for Upper, and they make it pay off. Addy Newman from the corner. Big 3, and a timeout taken by the Flashes, who've seen this game kind of get away from them in a flash. Just a couple minutes ago, it was just a 3-point game. Now Upper Sandusky leads it by 10. So Coach Bedingfield having a little chit chat with her ladies. Her first ever game as a head coach. And boy, if she sticks with this group for the next couple of years, certainly they've got the talent to be very competitive in the SBC this year. But they could have a ton of fun, and that's worthy of a replay. Look at this do-si-do right here. Calling friends out of the bleachers. And let's have a good old-fashioned hoedown here at the top of the mountain. Why not? Home is what you make it. And for these Lady Rams fans, it's a dance party. Four and a half minutes remaining. Willard gonna probably have to make a move here soon. So work it down in the corner, quick trigger, and it rims out on the shot attempt from Weirs. Foul assessed here to Bedingfield, her third, as Reese tried to keep that last possession alive. And it's also the third team foul against Willard. 2 more will put the Rams in the bonus. Walton brings it around her back, up top. Now off the penetration, Cundiff has to pick up her bounce, but she finds Grace. One of her few misses from long range tonight. Friends in low places, but no points there for Ham. As the score remains 40-30, Weirs, quick trigger, and Banks open late here in Upper. Big shot right there. And a gift of a turnover. Won the prettiest looking shot or angle, but it doesn't matter. It all counts the same for 3. As the Rams turn it over for the 14th time tonight. See what the Flashes draw up here in the half-court set. Weirs just hit from this exact spot. Chased off it this time. Now they'll try to lob it into Bedingfield. Defenders draped all over her. Just the first team foul against Upper. Third against Grace Walton. She's got a game high 22. Funk sizing up Morris. Now backs it out. Clock milking away down under 2:45. Mid-range J for Funk, and referee says that ball was being touched by Ellie Ham when she had a shoestring out of bounds. Great call by the official. And it gives Willard the rock on the inbound here with 2:38 to go. Trying to kick off their season with a victorious effort on the road, while the Rams trying to shake off a lopsided loss Saturday at Shelby, and that'll help. A giveaway here by the Crimson Flashes. Walton end to end. Kind of a wild shot as she had to angle out wide. And Willard wants a timeout. Just be a 30-second timeout. See if we got any new comments coming in. And a quick update out at the Birdcage, Loudonville destroying Lexington 42-15 at the half. Wow. So I talked to Tyler Bates last night on the OH Report video podcast. He thought that the complementary pieces around Corey Vermilia, who arguably is the most impressive player in the state. So it could be a wildly fun season for Loudonville. I see a couple comments coming in from Aubrey and Doris, telling the Lady Rams to keep it up and cheering on Madison. Thanks for adding to tonight's broadcast. As we are sub 2 minutes to roll, Willard starting to run out of time here, and we'll see at what point they elect to really get aggressive defensively and try to make this a free throw shooting contest. This might be a young lady you'd want to send to the stripe, but instead Jerry Brent pulls the trigger on a TO just before. And another 30-second timeout. And there is the halftime stats at the Birdcage. How about 22 rebounds for Loudonville against just 10 for Lex, who also has a first-year head coach. Gabby Stover taking over. I think Gabby's only like 22 years old, so they're getting her early on. See what she can develop into. Certainly she's got some awesome leadership genetics. Big brother, a captain for the Ohio State football team. And baby sis, probably going to be one of the stars of the squad. But back here on the mountaintop, Upper Sandusky trying to close out win number 2 on the year. And they'll have to throw it in again over on the far side. If you're tuning in late, it has been the Grace Walton Show since the second quarter. Game high 22 points. I think she's got 4 assists, several steals. I mean, she has been a stat stuffer. Looking like Santa out here on the hardwood tonight, filling up all of the categories. And the Lady Rams in no hurry here. And Willard electing not to double or foul. Now they will. Weir's trailing the play. Will reach in and pick up her 3rd. And that was a last foul to give for the Crimson Flashes. And they will send Grace Walton to the free throw line as Cam picks up her 4th foul. And Grace, an opportunity to pad her fantastic stats, and especially here at home so far. 25 in the season opener against Van Buren. Still sitting on 22 here, but a chance for 23 coming up here on this next free throw offering. And she will send it through. Willard's going to have to find some points quickly. Split splash, putting the pig in the blanket from downtown there. Caitlin Weaver. Her first bucket and points of the night. As you see the points this quarter, 10-10, and that was the case in the third as well. 13 points each. It was all kind of about that differential in the second quarter, where Upper Sandusky took a 5-point lead into the break. That's where we're at right now. But what do you guys think out there in the chat section? Doesn't look like anything new over the last several minutes. Keeping it cash here in money time. Do want to let you guys know that we have got a packed agenda coming up the rest of the week here on the OH Report, including tomorrow night. We'll have our season debut for winter sports on Coach's Corner. Buckeye Central will have their boys and girls team on the show. You can catch that live at 7 p.m. On Thursday night, we'll have the D2 State Championship football game, Massillon, Washington, taking on Akron-Hoban. Not a live stream, but some awesome coverage and highlights. As Walton's fouled there, and she'll have 2 more free throws. But then Friday night, we'll have some more state championship football coverage, along with 4 boys basketball live streams, including Lexington at Clear Fork, Mansfield Christian at Crestview, Newcomerstown at East Knox, and then this exact matchup at this exact venue, Willard at Upper Sandusky. As Walton looks for her 25th point, thank our generous sponsors again: Chris Daris, Wilson Tire Company, Quest Federal Credit Union, Spherion Mid-Ohio, Ebert Dental Group, Sutton Bank, and Schaffer Danoff. Would not be here live and free without contributions from each of them. And one awesome bonus about sponsoring OH Report broadcasts is that we share half of our revenue with the schools that we partner with. So 50% of tonight's proceeds will go back to the Upper Sandusky Athletic Department. One of my favorite parts about the job, handing off those checks at the end of the year. As Walton, who had a pinky toe across the line, didn't get the first, but cashes in the second, so right back at 25 points where she was on opening night. And it looks like the Lady Rams, who get down on the floor and wrap this thing up with Newman, probably going to wrap up an early Christmas present with a victory against a Willard team that I got a sneaky suspicion by the end of the season is going to be above 500. This team, loaded with talent, they're just a bunch of babies out there. I mean, you look at all the freshmen that have gotten some minutes, plenty of sophomores as well, and Makinley Schaffer, the lone senior on the team. So if she can get these youngsters to kind of buy in to Alana Bedingfield's new system and culture, it's probably going to be a very fun season, I think, for these Willard Flashes. And for Upper Sandusky, who last year won 18 games, 11 of them in Northern 10 Conference play, looks like probably got the potential to be right in that same ballpark yet again. Maybe even better if Grace Walton keeps playing the way that she has here through the first week of the season. Rams across the timeline, Bedingfield with a quick foul. Be her 4th.
Foul on number 4 for Willard, Reese Bedingfield.
And a pair of free throws coming up here for the sophomore Bryn Cundiff. Cundiff knocks the first one off the back iron. And grabs her 4th point right there. 8-point lead now for the Lady Rams. And a carrying violation, Willard with turnover number 15. As the Upper Sandusky cheering section believes that they have won, and in 14 seconds of gameplay, that it's certainly going to be the case. Walton with a spectacular performance tonight. She'll throw a couple cherries on top as she heads to the free throw line.
Number 5, Makinley Schaffer. Grace Walden is back to the line for 2.
Grace looking for a season-high scoring total if she can knock down this second free throw. And she will do just that. So Willard puts up a solid fight here tonight. Upper Sandusky just made a couple of extra plays here in the 4th quarter, as they own a 14-10 cushion here in this money time action. And Schaffer gonna get a second opportunity at this second free throw. Lane violation against Upper Sandusky. And the senior strokes it, but then she was over. So the score will remain 45-37. Makinley with 5 points on the night. Willard still battling, but the final second is off the clock, and the Lady Rams back into the victory column. 2-0 here at home now on the season, as they improve their record to 2-1. Flash is dropping their season opener. Do want to invite you guys to stick around for the Spherion Mid-Ohio postgame show that will include an interview with our Quest Federal Credit Union MVP. I don't think that there's any debate here. We're going to talk to Grace Walton yet again. The fiery redhead lit it up for the second time here at home this season. You'll hear from her coming up here on the other side of the break. So keep it locked in. We'll return after a quick commercial timeout.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Hi, I'm Dr. Chris Ebert. This is my son, Dr. Cam Ebert. We are Ebert Dental Group in Willard, Ohio.
Here at Ebert Dental Group, we offer a wide variety of services: restorative dentistry, dental implants, root canal therapy, Invisalign, teeth whitening, cosmetic dentistry, dentures and partial dentures, Botox, and much, much more.
We're currently accepting new patients, and we would love to see you here at Ebert Dental Group.
Schaffer Danoff Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Willard has the no-hassle environment you want and the selection you need. Whether you are looking for a new or pre-owned, Schaffer Danoff is the easiest place to buy a vehicle from start to finish. It truly will be the easiest car buying experience of your life. Schaffer Danoff is a family-owned dealership that still does things the old-fashioned way, with old-fashioned values. Serving the area since 1964. View all their inventory at SchaefferDanhoff.com.
We are back now with our MVP presented by Quest Federal Credit Union. Second taste of home cooking here on your home floor and a second MVP performance for Grace Walton. You had a season high 25 in the season opener. You outdo yourself with 26 here tonight. Tell me about your offensive game and just from the second quarter on what it felt like, because you definitely looked like you were in a zone.
Yeah, we were all, just trying to, one of our big things was just handle the ball pressure and not turn the ball over. And then, I thought we did that pretty well in the second half. I think we picked it up as a team in the second half. So.
Yeah, very slow start for you girls. And no points on the board until 52 seconds in the game. What happened there at the beginning of the game where you guys were kind of unable to really find any kind of groove?
I think we were just kind of in a rut. Couldn't really get any momentum going, and I think that Coach talked to us, called timeout, and I think we kind of figured it out from there, especially in the second quarter. I thought it was fine after the second quarter.
Just getting the winning vibes back after kind of a letdown, I would say, on Saturday afternoon for you girls. How nice is it to come back home and then put on a performance for these home fans?
No, it was a big deal, and especially with how we played too in the second half. I'm just excited because I think that Shelby was kind of a big letdown. We were all kind of almost just questioning stuff, and I think tonight is a pretty cool thing to have, I guess.
I caught you just before the holiday break, and you said you had to work on Thanksgiving. So fill me in. How did work go, and then how did the holiday ultimately turn out for you?
The holiday was good. Work was fine. It was pretty stressful because there weren't a lot of people who do my job that were working that day since it was Thanksgiving. But it was fine, and the holiday was good too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Happy to hear that you had a good weekend outside of the loss, of course. So looking forward, you get into Northern 10 play. I think you got Colonel Crawford next, and then Winford after that. I imagine you got to be pretty excited. You guys were runners-up in the conference to try to go after a league title this year.
Oh yeah, we're pumped this year. We're already talking about it. Coach is talking about Crawford's locker room, and when we see him next, it's gonna be a big deal.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, we can't wait to watch that one go down, Grace. So if you got any shout-outs tonight that are maybe different from last time, what do you got for us?
I'm gonna shout out our fans again. Just everybody come support us. It's super cool.
Hey, why not? Lady Rams fans come out here and support, so you got to give them their love. Grace Walton, our MVP, yet again, presented by Quest Federal Credit Union.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Hi, I'm Dr. Chris Ebert. This is my son, Dr. Cam Ebert. We are Ebert Dental Group in Willard, Ohio.
Here at Ebert Dental Group, we offer a wide variety of services. Restorative dentistry, dental implants, root canal therapy, Invisalign, teeth whitening, cosmetic dentistry, denturals and partial dentures, Botox, and much, much more.
We're currently accepting new patients, and we would love to see you here at Ebert Dental Group.
Schaefer Danoff Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Willard has the no-hassle environment you want and the selection you need. Whether you are looking for a new or pre-owned, Schaefer Danoff is the easiest place to buy a vehicle from start to finish. It truly will be the easiest car buying experience of your life. Schaefer Danoff is a family-owned dealership that still does things the old-fashioned way, with old-fashioned values. Serving the area since 1964. View all their inventory at SchaeferDanhoff.com.
It's the Spherion Mid-Ohio post-game show coming at you live and free here from the mountaintop, where Upper Sandusky victorious again here at home, 45-37, shaking off a what they would consider definitely not a fun game at Shelby on Saturday and getting back into the victory column. I am Brian Skowronski, been hanging out with you guys here tonight for a performance that Grace Walton put on, and you heard her there in the MVP talks. She's a humble kid, she's a hard worker, and feels like this team, you know, they've got a unit and they've got a collection of talent that thinks they can compete for a Northern 10 championship, and just tried to get the good feelings going heading into that big game against Colonel Crawford. So we'll check out the final stats of the night and show you how they did it. Definitely didn't shoot it great from the free throw line, but they made enough here down the stretch to at least keep enough distance in between them and Willard that they were able to close out a win, and very impressed with the fact that they out-rebounded a much, much taller team, 23-19 tonight, and a lot of those came at the offensive end. They didn't have a ton of second chance points, but Upper Sandusky, they were working the offensive glass. 7 threes for the Lady Rams, 6 of them belonging to Ms. Grace Walton. Addy Newman knocked down the other one. And for Willard, they got most of their damage inside in the interior, as you would expect. Great performance by the sophomore, Reese Bedingfield. Really like what she was able to do, particularly in that third quarter and then in the fourth. So even though she's just a sophomore, it appears that she's going to be the go-to player offensively. So, send out some love to Reese and her mom, Alana, making her head coaching debut tonight. Didn't go as she would have liked, not according to plan here, but a tough place to win on the road at Upper, and it falls in favor of the Lady Rams, who get the 2-1 on the season, as Willard dips to 0-1. Talked a little bit with Grace about what's upcoming. Colonel Crawford is next on the 5th of December. That's going to be on the road for Upper, and then they return home on the 9th against Winford. So 2 teams that are expected to be in the running for the N10. Those are 2 tough ones out of the gates in the league, so could go a long way in determining who will end up on top of the N10 when it's all said and done. 11-3 was their record a season ago in the league. Buckeye Central, though, was loaded with talent. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case this year, so Upper may be in the driver's seat after those first couple of games. That is going to wrap up our coverage, though, here from Upper Sandusky, as we salute all of our generous sponsors for combining to bring you guys live and free coverage tonight, including Schaefer Danoff, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram, Chris Daris, Edward Jones Advisor, Ebert Dental Group, Spherion Mid-Ohio, Quest Federal Credit Union, Wilson Tire, and the Sutton Bank. For my awesome crew here on the mountaintop, Jory Hollenbeck on camera, Adam Thompson, our producer, and now our jig dancer up here. He's having fun too. I'm Brian Skowronski saying so long from Upper. We'll be back here Friday night for this same clash, Willard versus Upper. We'll see you then.